असांजो शुरू थियो new calendar. The new year started yesterday with Cheti Chand. Cheti Chand is the beginning of the new year of Sindhi community. The Assam वॾो celebration कयो हो हिते Bay Area में, and I had sent you the links for celebration that we had yesterday. I don't know how many of you were able to see, but some of you attended. Vriti was there, and
Pooja hui.
Pooja was there.
Kumud
there, and they attended in person at the Hindu temple. It was 2.5 hours program, and it was very well attended. There were about 200 people inside the temple and another 100 outside. So about 300 to 400 people had nice langar. Langar,
yeah, right.
a traditional feast after the Cheti Chand.
That's a great turnout.
Yeah, there were many people.
Unexpectedly,
Yeah,
because first event after COVID, 2.5 years, and everybody came and they enjoyed it thoroughly, and it turned out to be like a successful program. People enjoyed it, they liked it. We got very good positive feedback. Hane, I won't give you too much detail on that, but as we go along in this class today, we'll talk about Jhulelal Sai. I have said,
Uncle, Jasmine has her hand up. I don't know.
Jasmine,
No, sorry, it's a mistake.
Oh,
yeah. The attachment I have number 4 attachment I will open up later on. As you know, bar mein galainda si. But aju tanji teacher Deepa auntie, because she has to leave in another 15 minutes for visit to her mother. मां चाहियां तो पहिरीं दीपा आंटी सां असीं शुरू कयूं. She should take you through अंग. अंग माना numbers. असां सभिनी खे सिंधी अंग अचण खपनि, numbers. त मां हाणे टेबल खोलियां थो अंगनि जी, ऐं तव्हांखे 1 to अॼु not 31 but 1 to 40 तव्हांखे अंग कराईंदी. And after she has done those numbers with you, I will use that information that she will create for you and see how can we use it in your actual practice, those numbers. Okay? So let me now open the. Are you able to see the map of Sindh?
जी हाँ.
Yeah, uncle.
हाँ, he pretty clear है ना? हाँ, मैं
जी.
ने map of Sindh में I will enlarge it and show you. You see in district Hyderabad, there is a red dot here, and that is Nasr.
Nasarpur.
Nasarpur is the place, town where Jhulelal Sai's birth took place. This map is with everybody. If you have printed it out and kept a copy in your folder, this is worth noting. In Hyderabad district, Nasarpur, Jhulelal Sai birth took place here in the family of Lohana Thakurs. Ma jo nalo Devki ho, P jo nalo Ratan Rai ho. He was born there in this place, Nasarpur. Okay. Now I'll go to the next sheet. This is the alphabet table which you all have. Vowels, you all have this table, and we have studied this. Now we will go to the Anga. Are you able to see the numbers?
जी हाँ. मुखे ॾिसण अचनि पिया.
Kumud, everybody, Raksha, Jasmine.
Yeah, uncle.
Kavita.
G, Uncle.
Uncle.
बिल्कुल clear है.
Now I want you to all repeat after Deepa auntie. Everybody, each one of you must know the numbers. Anga Sindhi में किए चइजन by heart. You should not have to refer to the table. This is good for you to refer and keep it in your binder or folder. But anga zibaan te huan khapan. So now this is the practice that she is going to give it to you. Deepa, you can start.
हा अॼु मां तव्हां सभिनि खे हिक खां वठी 40 ताईं कराईंदसि ऐं तव्हां पोइ मुंहिंजे पुठियां चइजो. So please repeat after me. हिक ॿ टे चार पंज छह सत अठ नव ॾह 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 अॼु असां हिक खां 40 ताईं अंग कया. उन जो सबब इहो हो, उन जो रीज़न इहो हो कि जीअं तव्हांखे पंहिंजी उमिरि, साल, तारीख़ूं पंहिंजो पाण खे अचणु खपनि. इन करे अंग कया आहिनि. ऐं मां चवंदसि कुमूद खे ऐं पूजा खे कल्ह मूंखे तव्हां सां मिली ॾाढी ख़ुशी थी कि पर्सनली मिलियासीं. ऐं हाणे कमल अंकल खे ॾींदसि त उहे अॻियां तव्हांखे पढ़ाइनि. ऐं मूंखे सॉरी अॼु वञिणो आहे पंहिंजी मम्मी वटि. त मां वरी तव्हां सां ॿिए आर्तवार ते नेक्स्ट संडे ते मिलंदसि. जय झूलेलाल.
जय झूलेलाल.
Thank you, Deepanji.
थैंक यू. महिरबानी.
Merbani Dipanji.
चङो कमल अंकल. पोइ हाणे वरी संडे ते अवल ख़ैर गॾिजंदासीं.
अवल ख़ैर.
अवल ख़ैर.
हाणे हिक खां वठी 40 ताईं असां अंग कया अॼु. How to use this table successfully. त पहिरीं त असांखे 31 ताईं जेका अंग अचनि था उन में डेट ऑफ द मंथ उहा चई सघूं था। हाणे अॼु कहिड़ी तारीख़ आहे? अॼु अप्रैल जी 3 तारीख़, 3 तारीख़, 3rd, हाँ 3 तारीख़ आहे अॼु अप्रैल जी। ऐं अप्रैल साल जो कहिड़ो महीनो आहे?
चौथो
4 महीनो आहे।
हाँ, चौथो महीनो, चौथो महीनो है, fourth month, ठीक है। ऐं साल में घणा महीना थींदा आहिनि?
12
12 Oh, everybody said that. 12 12 12 साल में थींदा आहिनि 12 महीना। हीउ
12 महीना
12 महीना। हीउ कहिड़ो साल आहे?
बावीह
2022 सचो 2022 is 22। असां 22 नंबर त हिन में कयो में अची थो वञे न। 2000 माना 2022 महीनो ॾींहुं तारीख़ साल ये सभु जेके अंग आहिनि न नंबर्स ये तमामु सवलाई सां असीं चई सघूं। यशिका तूं चई सघंदी हाणे ही 2022 साल आहे?
2022
साल आहे। ही साल जो चौथो महीनो आहे।
हीअ साल जो चौथो महीना आहे।
फोर्थ महीनो। अॼु महीने जी 3 तारीख़ आहे।
अॼु महीने जी 3 तारीख़ आहे।
3 तारीख़ आहे। तमामु त हाणे numbers are used continuously. Next thing is मां चाहियां थो सभु को पंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ not the year उहा मूंखे चई ॿुधाए। मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ वो number from 1 to 31. Everybody should know that. Who will start first? Vriti, तू start कर।
मुंहिंजे बर्थडे जी तारीख़ 27 नवंबर आहे।
27 नवंबर आहे। तमामु सुठो। मुंहिंजे बर्थडे न चओ, मुंहिंजे जनम जी। मुंहिंजे जनम तारीख़
मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ 27 नवंबर आहे।
हा ॾाढो सुठो। 27 नवंबर आहे। हाणे यशिका तूं चई ॿुधाए।
मुंहिंजो जनम ॾींहुं 18 अप्रैल आहे।
हाँ 18 अप्रैल आहे। वेरी ॾाढो सुठो। ओके प्रिया।
मुंहिंजो जनम ॾींहुं जो तारीख़ 22 जनवरी आहे।
22 जनवरी आहे। वेरी गुड। पूजा।
मुंहिंजे जन्मदिन जो तारीख़ 27 दिसंबर आहे।
मुंहिंजे जनम ॾींहुं या मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़
जन्म जी तारीख़
27 दिसंबर आहे। 27 दिसंबर आहे।
दिसंबर आहे।
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 विवेका। हा आहे। विवेका हाणे तूं चओ।
मुंहिंजो जनम तारीख़ 6 जनवरी आहे।
6 जनवरी आहे। वेरी गुड। मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ जनम ॾींहं जी तारीख़ 6 जनवरी आहे। वेरी गुड। हाणे why I am making this? Because this number will never change for you for lifetime. One of you must know this and to be able to say at the drop of the hat. सोचणो न पए जीअं। कविता तूं ॿुधाए।
Is it munje or munja?
मुंहिंजे
Munje.
मुंहिंजे
Okay.
जनम जी तारीख़
Munje janam ji dia 4 April ahe mana subane ahe.
हाँ अरे वाह मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ 6 या 5
Char.
the day after
Yeah.
tomorrow
No, tomorrow.
अॼु कहिड़ी तारीख़ है
Char. Aj 3 तारीख है.
अॼु
I'm
3 है
in-
ना तो कहिड़ी तारीख़ चई 4
चार.
4 हाँ 4
Choto.
मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ 4 अप्रैल आहे
Oh, Choto.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
हाँ 4
जन्म
अप्रैल
जी दी वाधायूं
हाँ
Thank you.
वेरी गुड
Mehrabani.
मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ 4 अप्रैल आहे
4 April ahe.
सॉरी एक्सक्यूज मी कुमोद
अंकल मुंहिंजे जन्म जी तारीख़ 27 मई आहे
27 में आहे जैस्मिन
मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ 2 में आहे
2 में आहे वेरी गुड रक्षा
मुंहिंजी जन्म जी तारीख़ 5 ऑगस्ट आहे
5 अगस्त आहे 5 अगस्त आहे तमामु सुठो असीं पहिरीं कविता खे बिफोर हैंड जनम जूं वाधायूं ॾियूंसि था जनम जी तारीख़ जूं वाधायूं ॾियूंसि था सुभाणे
Mehrabani uncle.
ॾाढियूं घणी वाधायूं घणियूं वाधायूं and a lot of them
Uncle,
जनम
actually
जूं
yesterday we had Cheti Chand at the temple in Sindhi Center in Los Angeles. And I said 2 lines in Sindhi, so that was exciting for me.
ॾाढो सुठो अरे वाह
ॾाढो सुठो
ॾाढो सुठो to be able to come out and
सनो
हिंदीअ में चई ॻाल्हाए ॿुधाइणु तमामु ज़रूरी आहे सुठो आहे
Yeah.
सुठो वेरी गुड
Thanks.
कीप इट अप ऐं सभु सिंधीअ में ॻाल्हाइण जी कोशिशि कयो परवाह न थोड़ी मिस्टेक थींदी डज़ंट मैटर डोंट नोबडी विल लाफ वी ऑल एंजॉय भई असीं सिंधीअ में कम्युनिकेट कयूं पिया ज़रूरी आहे तमामु ॻाल्हाइणु ठीकु आहे त हाणे
ठीक है.
जेको तारीख़ुनि जो जेको 1 to 40 तव्हांखे हिन करायूं तारीख़ूं हाणे नेक्स्ट स्टेप कहिड़ो आहे मुंहिंजी उमिरि 15 20 21 25 30 31 32 34 40 whatever you don't have to tell me ख्याल खां चओ
Hi, did you get your dinner? Not yet. Okay, I just want to know it's here.
सभु छा चओ मुंहिंजी उमिरि 16 साल आहे
मुंहिंजी
मुंहिंजी
उमिरि
उमिरि
16 साल आहे वाओ फैबुलस
मुंहिंजी उमिरि 16 सम्झो छा आहे 16 माना
16
16 जे खिलाइव त चओ 18 साल आहे मुंहिंजी उमिरि 18 साल आहे 18 मुंहिंजी उमिरि 18 साल आहे
मुंहिंजी
जे
उमिरि
वोटिंग
साल आहे
जे वोटिंग राइट्स खपनि त मुंहिंजी उमिरि 20 साल आहे
17
मुंहिंजी उमिरि 21 साल आहे
21. Oh, drinking की उम्र
21 मुंहिंजी उमिरि 21 साल आहे ऐं जे केरु चए त मां क्वार्टर सेंचुरी आहियां त मुंहिंजी उमिरि 25 साल आहे
25 साल आहे
त तव्हां सभिनी जी उमिरि 40 में अची वञणु खपे वॉट एवर नंबर तई पंहिंजी उमिरि पाण जेको तव्हांखे वर्कशीट ॾिनी हुयमि न फर्स्ट वर्कशीट उन में तव्हां लिखी मुंहिंजी उमिरि घणा साल आहे मस्ट राइट इन द वर्कशीट मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ मुंहिंजी उमिरि मुंहिंजो नालो मुंहिंजा माउ ऐं पीउ सिंध में किथे जावा वा ॾाॾो ऐं ॾाॾी सिंध में किथे रहंदा हुआ मुंहिंजा नानो ऐं नानी सिंध में किथे रहंदा हुआ इहो तई पंहिंजे वर्कशीट में लिखी रखो ऐं इहे सिटूं कीप रिपीटिंग त जीअं तव्हांजी ज़बान ते फ्लुएंट हुजनि तमामु सोचणो न पए
Uncle,
हा
when to use muhinjo, mujo, manji?
मुंहिंजी ॾाढो सुठो तो पूजा तमामु सुठो सुवाल पुछो आहे मुंहिंजो ऐं मुंहिंजी इहो मूं तव्हांखे शुरू में पहिरें ॾींहुं लेक्चर में ॿुधायो हो त सिंधी जेंडर बेस्ड लैंग्वेज आहे न तव्हांखे ॿुधायो विवेका यू ऑल्सो शुड लिसन सिंधी इज जेंडर बेस्ड लैंग्वेज एवरी आइटम whether living or inert animate or inanimate is assigned a gender in Sindhi language, just like in Hindi and many European languages. It is English only in which there is no gender assigned. हाणे इन जो मूं तव्हांखे simple principle ॿुधायो हो how to determine the gender of an object. The name of that object, that is, if it ends with vowels, 4 vowels, a, e, the first 4 vowels, a, e, that will assign that object feminine gender. And the objects which end with a vowel sound of U and O will be assigned masculine gender. A, E. Any item or any person or any living or non-living object, if it is pronounced with these 4 ending sounds, E, they are assigned feminine gender. And in feminine gender, my becomes muinji. Masculine gender, U and O becomes muinjo. Muinji and muinjo. Pooja asked this question just now. How do you determine muinjo and muinji, where to use? English में तो my है. Muinjo nalo. O, nalo is what? Name. Pooja, nalo. O. Then what will you use? Muinjo.
Muinjo.
Ah. Umr. Age. Umr. Muinji umr. 18 साल आहे. मुंहिंजो नालो पूजा आहे. मुंहिंजो and मुंहिंजी is determined by the gender of the object. Object is age. Umr, that becomes muinji. Nalo is masculine, muinjo.
I see. So it is not like me being female.
Yeah,
being
exactly
got
correct.
it. It's not the person, it is the word,
Object.
object that
signify.
follows in that sentence.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hane, Pooja has got a brother and Pooja has got a sister. The Chachodi. Hiyu muinjo bhav.
Aye.
Hiya muinji in ahe. Bhav.
Uncle, difference between manji and muhinji.
Muhinji and muhinjo.
Nahi, means because abhi few minutes back when I heard you say manji umar.
Muhinji. Hiya muhinji bhen aahe. Hiya muhinjo bhav aahe. Muhinjo bhav.
It
Muhinji
is
bhen.
muhinji
Bhen.
bhena
Aahe.
and manji
Hiya muhinjo bhav. Brother is muhinjo. Sister is muhinji.
so manji
No, not manji.
not there's no
Muhinji.
word like manji.
No, there's no manji.
Okay.
Muhinjo muhinji. Hi. Hiya muhinjo bhav aahe. Hiya muhinji bhen aahe.
Got it.
Hiya muhinjo hathu. Hiya muhinjo hathu aahe. Hiya muhinji angur aahe. Muhinji angur muhinjo hathu.
वीडियो ऑफ करो.
Hiya muhinjo matho aahe. O masculine. Got it? Yashika, Kavita. Hiya muhinjo matho aahe. Hiya muhinji akh aahe. Akh is feminine. Matho is masculine. Hiya muhinjo matho aahe. Hiya muhinjo ditto aahe. Hiya muhinjo kanu aahe. Hiya muhinji akh aahe. Hiya muhinji khadi aahe. Hiya muhinji gichi aahe. Hiya muhinji angur aahe. Par hiya muhinjo angutho aahe. Hiya muhinjo angutho aahe. Everybody understands this basic principle clearly or not?
Yes, but uncle, did you say that masculine ends in O or U?
O and U.
U.
Ye muhinjo kitab.
B. Oh, like that. Okay.
Ye muhinjo kitab aahe. Hiya muhinji copy aahe. Muhinji copy aahe. Hiya muhinjo kitab aahe.
So when you said munji umar, right? Because you said umar actually is umara.
Feminine.
Because it ends in a, umara. That's why.
Umara.
Umara.
A, E, E. Umara.
Okay. Umara. Yeah.
Nalo is masculine. Muhinjo nalo aahe. Muhinjo nalo. Whether Priya is saying it or Kumud is saying, sentence will be same. Muhinjo nalo. But even Kumud, when he says muhinji umar 25 sala aahe. Whether Priya is saying or Kavita is saying, immaterial. Muhinji umar. All of us will say muhinji umar.
Also, Minji Janam Dia, so it would be Minji because it's Dia, right? Dia,
Not
right?
Minji. Niyo. Niyo is masculine. Minjo janam
Yeah.
niyo.
Yeah. Minjo.
Tarikha. Minji janamaji tarikha.
Tarika. So then it's
Tarikha is feminine. E is masculine.
So dia, you said, is masculine? Dia.
Ah,
yeah,
niyo.
because it ends in, we're saying
Ooh.
Dia, it's Dio. Dio.
Oh, it's very
Minjo
subtle.
janam
Right?
niyo.
Okay.
And Kavita chodi. Minjo janam niyo subhane aaye. Minje janamaji tarikha 4 April aaye. Kavita, try to understand this.
Okay.
Minjo janam diyo सुभाणे आहे मुंहिंजे जी तारीख़ 4 अप्रैल आहे तारीख़ ॾींहुं मैस्कुलाइन मुंहिंजो जनम ॾींहुं सुभाणे आहे मुंहिंजे जनम जी तारीख़ 4 अप्रैल आहे if you get these 4 vowels a, e, they denote feminine gender in any object. ये मुझे कापी अख खाड़ी गिची आंगुर all these are feminine. हथो कन्नु नक्कु अंगूठो हथ masculine पर ठूठ feminine बाह feminine टंगा feminine पैर masculine पैर foot. By listening to this and getting used to this sound, मुंहिंजो हथ मुंहिंजी आंगुर मुंहिंजी अख मुंहिंजो नकु मुंहिंजी ॼिभ मुंहिंजो ॾंदु मुंहिंजो ॾंदु Anybody has got questions on this? Because he जो fundamental rule है ना, यो हिकु दफ़ो कन में अची वञे हली ना. By listening, you should be able to immediately decide how do I address this, masculine or feminine. मेज़, कुर्सी, खट्टा, all feminine. ज़ाल, अख, छोकरी, ई, आ, ई, है छोकरो, masculine. छोकरो is masculine. छोकरी feminine. Jasmine, Raksha, Viveka.
Yes.
Are you all with me?
समझो अंकल.
Yes. This is fundamental
जी
rule of the Sindhi language. जो को मुता के पैनी कौन जो को summary भी नहीं हुई. The basic rules of Sindhi language. First is to know it is a gender-based language, and gender is defined by the sounds. And the sounds are such that will tell you which way you want to address it. Now, there are some exceptions also, but those exceptions are few. When we go into detail, I will tell you those. But if 95% to 99% are covered under these basic sound rules. ठीक है? A, E, O, O. ये चार आगे फेमिनाइन मैस्कुलाइन साउंड्स याद रखना है. ठीक है? तो उम्र ऐं जन्म जो ॾींहुं जन्म जी तारीख़ ॾींहुं 4 अप्रैल आहे तारीख़ 4 आहे. हाणे मां जगह टेबल हुई. Have you been all able to print it and keep copies with you? Sorry. ही जेते पाण रखंदा ही ॾिसो था हिते वॉवल्स जी टेबल ॾिसो था वॉवल्स में पहिरियां a e these are feminine sounds. U and o masculine sounds. हाणे मां हलां थो अॼु तव्हां चयो हो त कुझु सिटूं जेके कॉमन यूज़ में अचनि थियूं असांखे उहे सिखणु खपनि करेक्ट लास्ट टाइम तव्हां चयो हो त मूं चयो मां तव्हांखे ॾेखारियां थो टेबल माइटनि जी माइट लास्ट टाइम असां हीअ टेबल जेका आहे सा 9 ताईं कई हुई 9 यादि अथव मासी ऐं मासर all relationships in Sindhi are assigned a name. No auntie and no uncle. Every relationship has got a name. असां हिक खां वठी 9 ताईं कयूं लास्ट वीक यादि अथव मासी मासर मासी इज मदर सिस्टर उनजो मुड़ुस थियो मासर मामो मामी mother's brother Mamo, his wife Mami. Puphi, Pupharu, father sister Puphi, and her husband Pupharu. Number 2, Chacho, father's brother, his wife Chachi. Ado Adi, elder brother and elder sister. Nano, Nani, mother's father, mother's mother. Dado, Dadi, father's father, father's mother. Hane, just to use that quantity numbers that you had learned today, sabko hikri sit chahe. I want you to use one sentence. Mukhe hikka मासी ब मामा टे पुफियूं 4 चाचा आहिनि maybe you don't have them but everybody has got their own relationships that you know how many masis you have got how many mamas you have got how many chachis you have got or chachas have you got? How many pupis have you got? Do you know? Each one of you knows that. Like तांजे माँ के घना भावर भेनर आहिनि, तांजे पी के घना भावर भेनर आहिनि. I want you to use this sentence. मुखे हिक पुफी ब चाचा टे मासियूं ऐं 4 Mama Ahin. Each one of you can quantify in your mind. Can you use this sentence as applicable to your own family? Each one of you must have that. I want you to write it down. Mukhe hikku mamo hikka masi hikku mamo hikka masi hikku chacho hikka pufi ahe. And did you see what I was saying? Hikku and hikka. Masculine is hikku and hikka. Hikku mamo hikku chacho hikka pufi hikka Masi. Aye. Kavita, Kumud, Jasmine,
Yes.
Yashika. Priti, Priya.
Uncle.
Are you able to quantify these numbers and use correctly as applicable to you? जे तव्हां मां पुछां तव्हांजे माउ ऐं पीउ खे घणा भाउर भेनर आहिनि? तोखे घणियूं मासियूं मामा पुफी ऐं चाचा आहिनि? एकदम you should be able to reply. मूंखे हिकु मासी, ॿ मामा, टे पुफियूं, 4. Will you be able to say promptly? Who can say that? मां चाहियां थो त तव्हां चई ॿुधायो मूंखे. अच्छा तूं चओ.
अच्छा मूंखे टे मासियां पर ॿ गुज़री विया. न सब टे गुज़री विया. सॉरी.
अच्छा
सब टे गुज़री विया.
टे
मासियां टे मामा पर टे मामा सब गुज़री विया. हाँ मूंखे टे चाचा टे चाचा हिकु ॿ गुज़री विया. हिकु जीरो आहे. 4 पुफिया टे गुज़री विया. टे गुज़री वियूं. हिकु जिंदा आहे. जिंदा न would you say not zinda? I said the wrong word. Jerry आहे. हिकु jerry आहे.
What is
तमामु सुठो. ॾिसो क्वांटिफाई करे छॾियो न. टे 4 टे 2. These अंग जेके numbers आहिनि you can use to your own family numbers and able to say that टे चाचू, टे मामा, 4 पुफियूं, टे चाचा. Who else wants to give it a try?
I have a question. How do you say number 0 in Sindhi?
Kona hai.
Okay.
0 is called buri.
Buri.
Buri is 0. Hikku ba te buri is 0. Buri. So we don't have to say that mukhe buri chacho hai. Mukhe chacho kona aahe. Mukhe pufi kona aahe. मूंखे मासी कोन आहे. मूंखे मामो कोन आहे. पर मूंखे जे चई न मूंखे मामो कोन आहे पर मासियूं आहिनि. मूंखे 2 मासियूं आहिनि. मूंखे चाचो कोन आहे पर 3 पुफियूं आहिनि. You should be able to quantify and say exactly what applies to you. Pooja, तूं ॿुधाए.
मूंखे 2 पुफियूं, 2 चाचा, sorry.
हाँ, no, perfectly fine.
टे मामा, टे मामा, 2 मासियूं, 2 मासियूं
आहिनि. Yeah, very good. See, how could you use the numbers correctly to reply properly? मूंखे 2 2 1 या 4 मामियूं मासर सभु जेके अची आहिनि. ठीकु है. हाणे वृत्ति तूं ॿुधाए.
मूंखे हिकु मामो, टे पुफी ऐं 2 चाचा पुफियूं ऐं 2 चाचा आहिनि.
मासी कोन आहे.
कोन आहे मासी.
चओ मूंखे मासी कोन आहे.
मूंखे मासी कोन आहे.
मासी कोन आहे. हाणे तूं यशिका चई ॿुधाए.
मूंखे 2 चाचो, te mamo, te masia ahe,
Masu.
masu ahe, muke pupe nai, konai.
Konai. Dadu sutu. Priya.
Okay. Muke hikro chacho ai, te popia ain. Muke ba mamo ain. And muke ba masin ain.
Ba Masu.
Masu ain.
Ba Masu ahen.
Masu ain.
Dadu sutu. Yasmin.
How do you say I had?
Mukhe ahen. Mukhe ahen. Ke rahen. Acha budaya.
But that's I have. How do you say I had?
I had. हाँ जेके गुजरी विया उन्हनि खे चई सघी थी मूंखे हुयूं ॿ मास हुयूं हाणे कोन आहिनि या मूंखे चाचा हुआ हाणे कोन आहिनि गुजरी विया
मूंखे 6 मासियूं हुयूं
हुयूं अच्छा
हिकु मामो हुआ
हो
6 चाचा हुआ
वाह So they all have passed.
Yes.
तो हींअर जीअरनि में केरु आहे जीअरनि में का मासी को मामो को चाची का पुफी चाचो का पुफी
South no Sautu I
Sautu and oh no
Sautu
to that cousins will come later on. Right now we are talking about immediate aunts and uncles.
Kanai
हाँ कौन आए जीरा कौन है
Konai
हाँ मेजा जीरा कौन आए ठीक है अच्छा who is left out now Kumar
जी अंकल मूंखे हिकिड़ो चाचो ऐं टे फुफियूं हुयूं ऐं मूंखे टे मामा ऐं हिकु मासी हुई
त हींअर उन्हनि मां केरु जीरो कोन्हे
हाँ जी
अच्छा
How come sometimes it's saying hua and sometimes hui?
हुआ चाचा हुआ मामा हुआ पुफी हुई मासी हुई
So feminine is hui.
हुई and हुआ correct
Okay.
okay very good question Kavita nice this is how we improve on by listening हुआ is plural हुओ is singular मूंखे हिकिड़ो मामो हो मूंखे ॿ चाचा हुआ हिकिड़ो मामो हो ॿ चाचा हुआ they are all gone मूंखे हिकिड़ी पुफी हुई मूंखे ॿ मामा हुआ ऐं हुई हुआ हुई ऐं पोइ मूंखे टे मासियूं हुयूं प्लूरल में मूंखे टे मासियूं हुयूं हिकु मामो हो ॿ चाचा हुआ टे पुफियूं हुयूं
And what about Masi? Hikri Masi Hui?
हिकु मासी हुई
Hui.
Huo is masculine singular, hua masculine plural,
correct
hui feminine singular, huyu feminine plural.
correct
Oh wait, Kumar, can you say
Yeah.
that again?
Yeah, huo was masculine singular,
Ho or who?
huo.
Hua. Okay.
Hua is masculine plural. So mukhe char chacha hua. Mukhe hik mamo huo. So
Huo and hua. Oh, I see.
huo is masculine singular. Hua is masculine plural.
Yeah.
Mukhe hik masi hui, feminine singular. Hui. And mukhe char mamiyu, fufiyu, huyu. Huyu is feminine plural.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Plural.
Today's 2 lessons that you learn anga as applied to feminine and masculine. Your personal age, date of birth, and personal. Then came to relationships, Maitan. Maitan may gender based again and applying the numbers to them, anga. So this has given you enough material to be able to speak about your own aunts, uncles, your age, your date of birth, year, month, everything with numbers. Are you feeling little better now with the understanding of numbers as applied to your personal life?
Uncle,
Yes.
question. हिंदी में पापा के बड़े भाई को ताऊ बोलते हैं, छोटे भाई को चाचा बोलते हैं. In Sindhi, is this distinguished कि just overall chacha he is the word?
Yeah. I have heard in my childhood, because there used to be very large families. Each family used to have like 10 or 12 children. The age difference from the first to the last child used to be like 20 years, 25 years. The eldest and the youngest. The line number 5 हिते जेका ॾेखारी थी न तव्हांखे, अदो ऐं अदी. ये ना अदो ऐं अदी, elder brother and elder sister. अदो ऐं अदी.
Addo chacho.
Addo, no, chacho na.
No. Adi is like your older sister. And
Respect. हाणे चाची जे बारे में हीअं आहे त जेको थींदो आहे न, बराबर नंढे खे चाचो चइबो आहे. ऐं हू छा चवंदा हुआ? भाऊ. There was a word that was used with respect. Bhau. Addo, Adi, Bhau.
Yes, like one of our students from the islands uses it on you.
Bhau.
Bhau.
like they say, like they'll just say Adi Raksha. That would be like, oh, my sister. Like they kind of say it like a
Older
friend.
sister Raksha.
Yeah, like Didi, you know, like it's just kind of like
Didi.
a respect thing.
Addo
Or
and
Baya.
Addo and Adi was respectful for the elder brother and elder. Yeah, Bhau. Addo, Adi, Bhau. These are the words used for respect to the elder siblings, group में, elder siblings. नंढा वॾा जेके थींदा हुआ न, उन्हनि में इहो चइबो अदो, अदी, भाऊ. That was a good question you raised, Pooja.
But there's no substitute for Tau. Tau, like my papa had 2 older brothers, 1 younger
हाँ,
brother.
हाँ, वो कोने
Okay. ठीक है. Thank you.
हाणे अचूं था 10 खां वठी 13 ताईं. These are the siblings from your aunts and uncles. माना cousins जंहिंखे चइबो आहे न. पहिरियों चाचे जा ॿार सौट masculine पुट सौट चाचे जी धीअ सौट चाचे जो पुट सौट सौट सौट. Get it? Masculine, feminine. Then number 10 sort 11 Puphat Pupi has got a son Puphat. Pupi has got a daughter Puphat. 12 Mama has got a son Marot. And Mama has got a daughter Marot. Masi, number 13 line. Masi got a son Masatu and daughter Masat.
I feel like these are car names. I've heard cars with this name.
Huh?
Seems like the name of a car. Yeah.
Masat.
It sounds like Maruti.
Yeah,
or-
Maruti.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking of. I knew it was a car.
Correct. Marot and Marote. Maruti is the car in India. Maruti.
Maruti.
And
Mother's
Maserati is in
daughter.
Italy. But Marote, Masatu, Masate. If you follow your ears, O and A, Masatu, Masate, Sautu, Saute, Pupatu, Pupate, and Marotu, Marote. Now, all your aunties and uncles you mentioned, how many you have got? Chacha, Pupyu, Masyu, Mama. All their children, now they become these relations of yours. And if you count their numbers, you can quantify by saying, Mukhe, Panja, Sota, Te, Sotu, Ain. Hikka, Sota, Ba, Sota, Ain. Marota, Marotu, Ain. Masatu, Masatu, Ain. Plural में Masata, Masatu. Pupatu, Pupata, Pupati, Pupatu. जो कुमता के में बताओ ना E and U, O and A plurals. Same will apply here. What apply to your uncles and aunts? All these cousins, you will be close to some of them at least. तई चई सघो था मूंखे ॿ मासातियूं या हिकिड़ो मासात ॿ सौट हिकु सौट हिकिड़ो पुफाट ॿ पुफाटियूं हिकिड़ी मारोट ॿ मारोट वणंदा आहिनि I like them. मुंहिंजा close friends and way. You may or may not have very close relationship with all the cousins. Some of them you may, relate to them and they may be more friendly to you, or they are closer to you, or they live nearby, others don't. You should be able to note down in your books or your notepad and mention those relationships.
So fufatu, do you say fufatu or fufatu?
Pufate, if you have one pufate, the pufatyum. If you got one pufatu, but more than one pufatu, then pufata. Pufatyum. Same with masatu. Mukeba masata and te masatyum.
Uncle, this is a good review because some of these things we learned last time, but I don't know about everybody else, but I didn't remember all these things. So it's good like to remember.
Because this is such an important relationships.
Father's brother, father's sister, mother's brother, mother's sister.
Singular and plural. Also, you have to understand by sound. Masatu is one. Plural. Masata. Tu and ta. And masate. Masatyum. Feminine plural always goes with Chokri, chokriyon. Angur, anguryon. Akh, akhyun. See, all are feminine. Plural की नोट है छोकरी छोकरियों अख अखियों आंगुर आंगुरियों. You see the principle? Simple. How it makes plural. And masculine में साथ हिंदू है कन्नु कन्ना हिक्रो कन्नु हिबा कन्ना हिक्रो हथ बा हथा हिक्रो अंगूठो बा अंगूठा. O plural is a plural is kannu. U is plural kannu kanna angutho angutha matho matha hathu hatha. Are you able to get this? It is so simple, it follows and it comes automatically. Akhe akhyun, kannu kanna, matho matha, hathu hatha, angutho angutha. Priya, you look little lost. Na? Is it clear?
हाँ
तुका कौन दी नहीं? हाँ तो जमा वारु plural vara. Varu is one, vara is plural. Nah, nail. Nah, plural. Nah. Nah. ठीक है? तो अजुमा तांके हेते तो ब्यारिया how we have related anga numbers to your personal life, to the relationships. matter, including gender and singular and plural. See how much is the beauty of this language. Gender, anga, numbers, relationships, matter, assign the name, and then to convert them from singular to plural. Mukhe ba kyun aayin, mukhe ba kanna aayin, mukhe hikka jibha aaye, mukhe hikka भेण आए, हिक्कु भाव आए. ठीक है, अच्छे भी फीलिंग सिंधी में कीअं ॻाल्हाइबो आहे. इट शुड कम नेचुरल फ्लो. ठीक है, यशिका हाणे तूं ॿुधाए तोखे घणियूं भेनरूं ऐं भाउर आहिनि?
मूंखे हिकु भाउ आहे, मूंखे भेनरूं कोन आहे.
मूंखे हिकु भाउ आहे.
Sorry.
हिकु भाउ आहे ऐं भेनरूं कोन आहिनि. ठीक है, वेरी गुड. विवेका, are you with us?
I think she disconnected.
Disconnected. Yeah. ठीक है. तो हाणे today we stop here and I want to go to the next sheet which I said to you. We must spend some time on that because Cheti Chand kal thi guzriyo hai na. This is something related to Cheti Chand. I am coming to this sheet. Let me enlarge it. Worksheet number 12. Our EA worksheet will be in your book, Learn Sindhi 3 book, which is being now prepared. मां चाहियां थो त ही जेके लाइनूं आहिनि अंग्रेजी में लिखियल आहिनि पर तई सिंधीअ में पाण पंहिंजे हथ सां लिखो. I'll go to line number 1. झूलेलाल साईं, the subject is the verb. The patron deity of Sindhis is the object. झूलेलाल साईं जिन जो इष्ट देव आहे. What will you write? झूलेलाल साईं सिंधियुनि जो इष्ट देव, patron deity of Sindhis, is आहे. It will go in the end. Can you construct this sentence in Sindhi? झूलेलाल Sai is the patron deity of Sindhis. Patron deity के चाहे वो है इष्ट देव. सिंधियुनि जो इष्ट देव. झूलेलाल साईं सिंधियुनि जो इष्ट देव आहे. Are you all with me on this translation? English to Sindhi.
Yes, uncle.
Jasmine?
Yes.
Kavita, Kumod?
Yes, huh?
जी अंकल.
Simple है ना तमाम? See, I have underlined subject, object, and the verb is in between. In Sindhi language, verb goes at the end. This I will discuss with you in the next class in detail. But I want, because of Cheti Chand yesterday, first 5 lines we should do today. He was born in Nasarpur, Sindh, in year 950. He was born in Nasarpur is a sentence complete. Lal Sai was born in Nasarpur. Lal Sai Nasarpur में जाओ हो. मूता के मैप में देखा नसरपुर किथे है तो लिखणो है लाल साईं नसरपुर में जाओ हो. नसरपुर सिंध में साल 950 में जाओ हो. सीधा लाल साईं नसरपुर सिंध में साल 950 में, in the year 950, Yao Ho was born.
Sorry, I don't understand when you say born, it's not Janam. You're saying what word is that?
Yao Ho. Yao,
Yeah, with a what?
Yao
Why?
was born. Was born.
Yahoo?
Yao. Yamana ke chaba Yao.
Yahoo.
Born we say Yao. Yao. He was born. सिंध में नसरपुर में साल 950 में Yao Ho.
Say it again, uncle, please.
लाल साईं नसरपुर सिंध में साल 950 में Yao Ho. लाल साईं सब्जेक्ट नसरपुर सिंध साल 950 ऑब्जेक्ट में Yao Ho was born.
And what was the word you used for the patron deity? I didn't write that down.
Ishtadev.
Ishtadev.
Ishtadev is patron deity of Sindhi community.
Uncle, can I ask a question? How would you ask somebody where in India or where were you born? How do you say Yahoo?
तू पूछनी है तू किथे जाई हुई इंडिया में किथे जाई हुई है सिंध में किथे जाई हुई है
I think it's like a J, right, Uncle?
Jai.
J-H. Jai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jibba.
Yeah, with tilde, caret symbol. Yeah. Yibba, yai.
Yeah.
Yamanu. Mana, to be born. तू सिंध में किथे जाई हुई है मुंह ताके दिखा रहे हो ना में जाओ हो नसरपुर
Uncle, I have a question. You know how in Hindi they have like tum and up? What is it in Sindhi? Like
कह रहा हूँ तू है आप
yeah.
Very good question.
Very good.
So I will come to that table. You have asked the question well in time because you are getting there. I will go to that pronouns. A separate table, I will give you the pronouns completely. Une mein boli aap, tavi. Tu and tavi. You and aap. Tavi. तुम और आप सिंधी में जब हिंदी में जब तुम और आप हिंदी में जब तवी तू है तवी और लाइन नंबर 3 लाइन नंबर 2 सबने लिखी लाइन नंबर 3 नेम ऑफ हिज मदर एंड फादर नेम्स of his mother and father were Devki and Ratan Rai Thakur. Henaje Mao and Pivja Nala Devki and Ratan Rai Thakur Hua names. Hua plural. Henaje Mao and Pivja Nala Devki and Ratan Rai Thakur Hua.
Is it Hunaje?
Hunaje. His names of his mother and father. Hunaje Mao Pija Nala. Subject. Object is what? Devki and Ratan Rai Thakur Hua were. Subchodia sentence. I want you to feel comfortable saying this. Mujhe Ma Pir Ja Nala names Devki and Ratan Rai Thakur. Wow. Priya, Kavita, Kumud, Jasmine, Raksha, Kriti, Pooja, Yashika. I want you to all say this sentence. Honaje ma pivja nala Devki and Ratan Rai Thakur. Wow. All of you are with me?
Uncle.
Raksha,
Yes.
line number 4. At birth, he was
Ji uncle.
Udero Lal and also Amar Lal. At birth, he was named. Is the verb. Janama te Udero Lal, Amar Lal, Nalo रखियो वियो हो हिन जो जनम ते नालो उडेरो लाल ऐं अमर लाल रखियो वियो हो हिन जो जनम वक़्तु या जनम ते नालो उडेरो लाल ऐं अमर लाल रखियो वियो हो was kept was named.
Rakhyo ho.
हाँ रखियो वियो हो was kept. He was named
Janam te nalo udero lal amar lal
Amar
rakhyo.
Lal रखियो वियो हो.
Oh, say it again. Rakhyo and then what?
रखियो वियो हो.
Vyo. Oh, vyo.
Viyo. It was given.
Vyo ho.
Oh, viyo ho.
Last time we said it a different way.
Yeah.
Last time we said Udeo Lal and Amar Lal, Jamar Mali Hunejo Nala Rakia Vyaha.
हाँ उनजा नाला जन्म महल उडेरो लाल अमर लाल रखिया विया हुआ. Because there are two names, therefore रखिया विया हुआ. हिकरो हुजे त रखियो वियो हो. जा नाला जन्म महल उडेरो लाल ऐं अमर लाल रखिया विया हुआ. Plural for two names.
So it's Jamar Mele.
At birth.
Jamar Mele.
जमण महल या
Mele. Jamar Mele.
हाँ महल वक्त जमण वक्त at the time of birth.
Mele.
नाला रखिया विया हुआ. Plural is correct. रखिया विया हुआ. उडेरो लाल ऐं अमर लाल.
Vyahua, not Vyaha.
विया हुआ.
Hua.
Plural, two names. Two names.
Hua.
हुआ.
Hua.
Uncle, have you been to the Udero Lal Mandir in Sindh?
No, I could not go there. I was very close to it. Very close to it, but I could not go there.
Okay.
Line number 5. His birth took place on the second day of the new moon in the month of Chetu, which was yesterday.
Jo
जे
janam.
मैंने जे 20 तारीख हिन जो जनम थियो हो. चेट जे महीने जे 20 तारीख हिन जो जनम थियो हो. न्यू मून माना 20 तारीख. Because you do not see the moon on Umavas. Yani black moon thing है ना?
Eclipse?
The day you see it is the day after Umavas, which is the second day, when you see a slight
Oh yeah, new moon, yeah.
new moon. उन्हें क्या ऐसी छा चंदा हूँ चंड. When we see it, that becomes our chand, new moon. Saturday मैंने जो new moon, second day is always a new moon. The Saturday मैंने जो को 20 तारीख है, उन्हें भी जो birth थो.
Uncle, I have another question. Why did he change his name to Julie? Like, does Julie mean something? Like,
Julelal.
yeah, what
I'll
does
tell you
that
about that.
mean?
Good question. Udero Lal and Amar Lal. These were the names given at the birth by the Brahmin. Udero means he will shine. He will rise and shine. Amar Lal, he will be always known forever. Now, Julelal was the name given when they placed him in the Pingot in Nandro. Julie Nan, when Barake. झूले जेके दर्शन करण अचनि पिया सॼी क़ौम सिंधियुनि जी त भई असांजो अवतार आयो आहे दे केम त उनखे झूलाईंदा आहिनि न ॿार खे नंढे खे त असांजो लाल पियो झूले झूलेलाल असांजो लाल पियो झूले. All people went to pay their respects. त असांजो इष्ट पैदा थियो आहे जन्म वरितो अथसि. That is how they gave him Julelal. But the names given to him at birth, जीअं ब्राह्मण अची कंदो आहे न छठी कंदो आहे नालो ॾींदो आहे हमेशह ॿार खे त उॾेरो लाल ऐं अमर लाल, these were the names given at the birth. But we as a community, Sindhi community, pray to him as Julelal Sain. This is how the community came together to pay respects and see their new Ishtadev born.
How did they know he is the patron deity?
Jadi, let us stop here at number 5. Sentence you na, because there is lot of other sentences here, but I'll in nutshell give you the story of Julelal Sai. माहने के ये रहते बंतो क्या देना will, ठीक है? The Julelal Sai जो birth is related to one of the major events in the history of Sindhi community. Thatto at the south of Hyderabad district, Badin Thatto. You will see in your map. You have got that small map, na? You go district Thatto. Do you see this? I am putting cursor there. No?
Ji, uncle.
Yes.
And
Uncle G.
Achepyo na?
Achepyo.
Thatte mein in the year 950. Aju calendar mein 2022. In 950, there was Mriksha, a Muslim ruler who became tyrannical, and he wanted to convert all Hindus into Islam forcibly. He called them and told them, you convert or else. Sindhis took some reprieve from him and they said, we have to go and pray for our God. He said, okay, go ahead and pray. Now, Sindhis got together and went to the Sindhu river. Sindhu river is flowing, you know, right here. They went on the bank of Sindhu river and for 40 days they observed penance. Means je tap kabu hai na, hikro velo khainda wa, hikre wage mein rahnda wa, no ostentations, totally devoted, praying to God of water, Varun Devta. त तई असांजी रक्षा कयो, असांखे धर्म मटाइण लाइ तो चए, तई असांजी रक्षा कयो. On the 40th day, there was Akashvani from Sindhu river. त तई घबरायो न, मां नस्तरपुर में देवकी ऐं रतन राय जे घर में जन्म वठी अचां थो ऐं मां अची तव्हांजी रक्षा कंदुसि. तई बेफिक्र रहो, तव्हांखे धर्म कोन मटाइणो पवंदो, मां तव्हांजी रक्षा कंदुसि. So that is where all Sindhis heard that Akashvani, that our savior is coming to save us. So they went and told the Mriksha that we don't want to convert. Our Ishtadev is going to take birth and he is going to deal with you on this subject. Mriksha was too arrogant. He says, I know, I don't care. Doesn't matter, let him come, I will see. And his minister, Oyo, told him, after all, where will they go? Now that they said their savior is coming, let us wait for that. When the savior comes, we will see him. And after Jhulelal Sai's birth, there were a lot of miracles took place. That Minister Oyo, he was sent by Mriksha to see the child and to poison him. In a flower, he put poison and brought it with him. And he said that I want to see the child. So Mriksha had planned that the child will be given that poison in the flower. But Jhulelal Sai Avtaro, he blew it away. And as the flower blew, little bit of that dust, poison dust, was inhaled by Oyo himself. And he became completely intoxicated, and during that period, he saw the vision that this child is not an ordinary child. He's a divine child. So Oyo went back and told Mriksha, don't try to kill this child. This is a divine child. And Hindus are right that their savior has come. After that, lot of things happened. Ultimately, Mriksha wanted to say, okay, what we'll do, we'll capture Lal Sai and we will make him prisoner and make him convert his religion, so all Hindus will convert themselves. And when he was planning that, he asked Lal Sai to visit him. Lal Sai went on his horse alone. And they said, okay, we will now captivate him and make him a prisoner. Lot of miracles took place. There was total darkness and there were lightning and thunders and water all over came. Mriksha's army could not capture him, but they started fighting among themselves and killing each other. When Oyo Wazir, minister, saw this, that we are annihilating ourselves, but this Ishtadev of Hindus, we are not able to do anything to him. We cannot harm him. He told Mriksha that if you want to save yourself and your army, you better surrender and seek forgiveness from Jhulelal Sai. Otherwise, we'll be all completely vanquished. Mriksha Sai realized, the emperor, he realized. He said, okay. And then along with Oyo, they came and fell down on his feet. They sought forgiveness, says, Asage maaf kayo, asi vari Hindun ke kadim convert karan je lai kon chaudasi. Tei asage maaf kayo. Jhulelal Sai being Ishtadev, once somebody came and surrendered to him and sought forgiveness, he said, okay, I forgive you, but don't ever harass Hindu, live in peace with Hindus and let them pursue their own religion. Don't ever convert them. That happened, and after that, Miksha and his followers, they became followers of Jhulelal Sain. While Hindus called him Uderolal, Jhulelal Sain, Muslims started calling him Zinda Peer. He asanjo Zindo Peer hai, because they sought forgiveness and they treated him like a sacred man. So they became his followers. And the question that you asked, have you been to Uderolal? Uderolal is a temple here in Sindh where half of the temple is controlled by Hindus, other half is a masjid where Muslims pray to their Zinda Peer. They call Jhulelal Sain their Zinda Peer, and Hindus on the other half side, they pray as Jhulelal. So that is one unique place in the whole world where Hindus and Muslims come together. On this side of the wall, they pray to him as Jhulelal Sain. On the other side of the wall, they pray to him as Zinda Peer. And that place is still there in Sindh, Uderolal. So that's the true story of Jhulelal Sain.
Interesting.
So he was a savior of Sindhi community, you can say Sindhi Hindus. And we were not then oppressed to convert our religion by force to Islam. Anyway, today I think we have gone a little over. Hane Mata Khan, it was not intended to be past 3. Kavita, Kumud, Raksha, Priya, and just Ta Cheti Chandate Cha Kayo. Tell me in 2 to 3 lines. Did you attend any function? Did you do any celebration?
मां चेटी चंद पे पर कुछ कोन कयो.
अच्छा, तो कोन मल्हायो चेटी चंड?
मां मूंखे कम पे वञो पियो.
वञणो पियो.
हाँ.
पंहिंजे कम ते वञणो पियो, मूं चेटी चंड कोन मल्हायो.
कोन मल्हाए.
लिंक मोकिलियो हो न ईमेल
हाँ
में.
लिंक हाँ पर मां
हाणे
कम
हीअं
पे.
कयो, you can still watch it. If you
Oh, okay.
time, go to that YouTube link, click on it and see 2 hours program that we performed. उन में एंड में उन में बहिराणो बि आहे ऐं असां भगत बि कई आहे ऐं पंजरा झूलेलाल साईं जा Sindhi community of Bay Area, they came together. I was grouping them and coordinating all of them. It is a function of almost 2 hours. But do go and see. It gives you an idea of what Cheti Chand is. And in the end, we have done Palav. And then sought the blessings for the whole Sindhi community.
Lovely.
Puja was there, Kumud was there, and Vriti was there. They attended this function, which was, I would say, more than we expected. The number of people showed up. Almost there were 400 people at the langar.
Wow.
It proved to be a big attraction for the whole community to get out after 2 years of COVID. People came and they got together to interact and meet and celebrate their new year. Sindhin jo. Kavita, tu budhaye to chha kayo?
Okay. Ma Cheti Chand Sindhu Center may Manayo, or is it Vanyo? I don't know.
Malayo. And Sindhu Center te vanyo Malayo.
Manayo, yeah. Malayo. Hutte Behazar ya Be Pachas. I don't know, like there was like 200 or 250
Baso.
Manan
250.
attend to it.
250.
Oh yeah, Panja, yeah, sorry.
200 या 250 250 250 के सिंधी में चइबो 250
Oh, 250.
200 या 250 माण्हू
Yeah. Ema Refugee Project जे बारे में ॻाल्हाईंदो.
ॻाल्हायो मूं रेफ्यूजी प्रोजेक्ट जे बारे में
ॻाल्हायो, sorry, ॻाल्हायो.
ॻाल्हायो ॾाढो सुठो.
It was actually really fun. We had like I was surprised because one of the uncles, he called all the families personally. So for many years we've only had like maybe half the number of people. So finally we had like a really big crowd and people were dancing. It was really fun. I mean, it was nice to see so many people. And this uncle said like at least once a year everyone should go for at least Cheti Chand. Yeah.
Sorry, I have a question. Sorry, I'm asking so many questions today, but what is the refugee project? I don't know if you can tell me more about that.
Yeah, sure.
कविता तुम ॿुधाई रेफ्यूजी प्रोजेक्ट्स छा आहिनि जेके इंडिया में पिया हलनि.
Oh, okay, yeah, I will share with you guys whenever there's time.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Yeah, it's the migrants from Pakistan, from Sindh, coming today.
Oh, really? So I didn't realize there are migrants from Sindh.
Continuously.
I didn't realize that. Oh, मूंखे कोन ख़बर थियो.
ही जेको मैप खुलियो पियो आहे न मां तव्हांखे ॾेखारियां थो हिते. ही मैप खुलिया हिते ॾिसो था रेलवे लाइन from Barmer. This goes to Rajasthan. We came as refugees in 1947 by this railway line and came and stayed in Jodhpur. Today in Jodhpur, even today, there are number of refugees coming from Sanghar and Tharparkar, and they are refugees and living in camps in Jodhpur area.
Oh.
So I'm talking of 70 years ago, we came as refugees at the time of partition, but even today there are number of Hindus, Sindhis are being persecuted and they are leaving Pakistan.
Yeah, there's about 20,000 in Rajasthan. And there's 10 camps like around Jodhpur. So a lot of them are like the indigenous Sindhis, you know, like where they have these tribes like similar to the ones in Kutch and Rajasthan. They have the tribes also in Sindh side. So they're coming across the border on the train and then they end up staying because they want asylum. But, you know, so they wait sometimes for 10 or 15 years to get a work permit. So a few of us are helping there. So if anyone's interested, I'm happy to share more about it. So, you know, we set up medical camps and we have a school that opened there and, you know, some other projects we're starting. So
is this
if anyone's interested.
In Jodhpur, the project?
This is in Jodhpur. But there's camps, actually, there's a couple camps in Delhi and Gujarat, but majority is in Rajasthan. And out of that, the biggest camps are in Jodhpur.
Wow.
Kavita, you'll be surprised if I told you, I have visited those camps, I've interviewed those Sindhis, I have talked to those children, and those children got together with me. Mucho taake kanke Sindhi ka poem ache thi, muke chai buda bet. Bin Sindhi baran jeke aya wa tribes ma, jo khir piye so veer thiye pesola dum patama, muke chai budaya wo. They came from these tribes. He district Tharparkar hai na? Tharparkar. This is like desert. It's like desert.
That's so nice.
So when you work, how do you, sitting in LA, what do you do if you're not there actually in person?
Hello?
I think she froze.
Some people have left.
I think she's frozen.
Who, Kavita?
Oh, there she
Yeah,
is.
it's a big desert. Yeah.
Say that again. I missed that, Kavita. You froze. How do you help them from here?
Oh, yeah, so there's a couple groups here. One is Children Hope India, they're in New York, and another one's Hindu America Foundation, and then the local Sindhi Association. We've all been working together to start projects there. So, you know, recently we got college scholarships for a few girls. That was through one organization. Then Children Hope India, they went out and they opened a school. So now we have 100 children in the school. So their next project is going to be how to help the child laborers. You know, there's a lot of children, they're really, really poor. I mean, some of these people don't have proper shoes. They don't, I mean, literally nothing. They're living in the desert. I mean, Uncle's seen it, but, you know, they don't have proper electricity, water, nothing. So we want to help the children that are working in, they're child laborers. They work in the mines and they work in the farms. So we want to get them into school somehow. So that's our next project, is how do we help these 2,000 children that are out of school? So, and then we want to help also with psychology, meaning like, you know, they have a lot of psychological issues. They're waiting for so long for their visa documents. So there's, you know, depression and things like that. So how do we, you know, approach that in a very conservative community? Like, how do we talk to them and hire the right people? So there's a lot. I mean, if you guys are interested, we would love to have you guys on board. I mean, dentistry is another thing we want to approach, you know, soon. So we'd love to have anybody who wants to help, like, to
Sure.
you know, work with us.
Actually,
That's really amazing.
Viveka actually fell off this because her phone died. She texted me saying, I don't have much charge, I'm going to fall off. And then she was gone. But she
Oh, that's
actually
okay.
worked for a non-profit organization in India. And they put her in Rajasthan with this. It's called Barefoot College.
Oh yeah, Barefoot. Yeah, we talked about that
Heard of
one.
it.
Yeah.
So she actually worked with them through, you know, it's like the through the State Bank of India. They have a huge. It's called Youth for India Fellowship. She just got back from that fellowship. She did a Youth for India Fellowship, and they put her with, you know, in Rajasthan with these people. And every time she would talk to me and I'd say something in Sindhi, she says, "Oh my God, it sounds a lot like."
Yeah, I mean, we can connect. Yeah, it's very similar, and we can talk. Yeah, later on it.
I'll
but
get
yeah,
her to
it's-
talk to you about
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Biggest problem that refugees are facing there is not having the work documents.
Yeah.
They don't have citizenship, they cannot work. So they cannot get their livings. When I talked with them, I met their the tribe's head and his assistant. They said, we want to work, but we have no work permit. We cannot. And they were not being given citizenship because of too much resistance in India against these immigrants who are Hindus, how to give them local citizenship. That's what our Prime Minister has tried to do, is to give citizenship to those persecuted Hindus coming from Muslim areas. And Congress and other opposition parties were saying, if you want to give asylum to them as citizenship, why don't you give to the Muslims coming from those countries? This is what was being done by Prime Minister and the local people, that Hindus are nowhere else to go.
Well, which Prime Minister?
That is current Prime Minister.
A current Prime Minister? Oh, okay.
He's helping to get them citizenship.
That's a long conversation.
Yeah, it's a big subject. But when I met with them, I was there in Jodhpur, I visited those. At that time, there were people following me on motorcycle to make sure that if I am meeting these people, am I going to use official influence to get them citizenship? Because they wanted to make sure that they should not get citizenship. And these were Pakistani people and pro-opposition people. Means opposition was preventing any influence being brought up for getting them citizenship. They were tracking me. that he has come from America and he's meeting the local people. So motorcycle, I could see those characters following me everywhere. And I asked somebody,
Wow.
what is this? He said, these are the people who report to Pakistan and who report to the opposition that this man might bring influence in getting citizenship to these refugees. We should prevent. So there's a lot of forces working how to not get these refugees mainstreamed in the country.
So sad.
Their plight is very difficult.
Mm. But
I went to Delhi, I talked to the people there. I said, why not we make these people who are Hindus, Sindhis, because I met with them. I talked to their children. They are reciting Sindhi poems. They are true Sindhis. They are not Muslims. Why not give them asylum? Why not give them citizenship? There was a lot of resistance because at that time, I think Congress was much more powerful. Now, right now they are not, but they were very powerful at that time. They would not allow these people to get citizenship unless you give Muslims coming from West Bengal side and other side, coming from Rohingyas and all those Muslims. They should be given citizenship. The government of India was saying that how can we grant citizenship to those who can go to all other Muslim countries?
Exactly.
To go.
Hindus can't go.
They've been here for 10 years, waiting there. So their plight is difficult, very difficult. But I happened to meet with them. I saw those children. I sat with them, sang with them. We had the prayers and all that. But I, being an American, I had no political voice there. I can only approach the people I know there, and I did that, but I don't have political power in India to do anything about it. But there are refugees. And I showed you this particular route. We came from this, and right now, all of them are coming from district Tharparkar, Sangir, and they are tribal Sindhi communities. Tribal means Bhila, Gujara, those who live by desert. They used to have their cattle, their goats, their camels, and they live on that. They keep moving as the season changes. So their voice, they are not like a powerful community. They are at the most used by rich people as slaves. They are not having any voice there. That's how they are living and coming. Thousands of them. This is the unfortunate part of it. That even today, refugees are coming from Pakistan. Hindus. Hindus, I will call them. Hindus are refugees, not Muslims. One of them gave me a story which was really heart-rending. He said they would not allow them to cremate their dead children. And they would say, you cannot cremate. You have no authority to cremate in our land. This is Hindu system. You cannot do it. Okay, then if we cannot cremate, can we bury them? No, this land doesn't belong to you. You cannot bury them. No, what would they do with the dead children? So if they buried them overnight, they will come and dig them out and put them out, take them away. They will not allow to bury the dead bodies. So much of plight that these people were going through. So they had no way to live there. They said, we got to leave. And they came to it, knowing that they will not get citizenship right away because there is no treaty now. But current government is very much prepared under CAA to see that these Hindus who have come and waiting there for a long time, they are nowhere else to go in the world. They must be given asylum.
How do they know they're Hindus and not Muslims? I'm just curious.
It is like this.
They
If they
just
were
come on
Muslims, if they were Muslims, they will not be prosecuted. You see that? Hindus are prosecuted in Pakistan, not Muslims. They have no reasons to leave Pakistan.
Makes sense, right?
Well, they live in they live in their own camps, right? So their names and everything, they're Hindu. So I mean, they're coming because of religious persecution. I mean, yeah, there could be one or two people that they say, oh, someone could be a spy, and
There may be
there's a lot
some
of
spies
prejudice.
here and there.
There is
They will
That's what I'm
prejudice,
asking.
But I mean, even though the government, I mean, I will say that because I've been working on this for like 8 years. So the government in Rajasthan, they are actually Congress party, but they're very good. I mean, to be honest, they've been very good to the refugees. They've helped them with like food rations, COVID vaccinations. So there has been some local government that is good. But I think as Sindhi community, like there's a lot we can do even from here. It is an ongoing issue, and the government in India always takes 10, 20, 50 years to do something, but in the meantime there's so much that we can do from here, right? We can set up schools for them, we can provide basic medical care. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't work on it now.
Yes, all support is needed on the ground.
Exactly.
Ground level support is needed, and
yeah
in manpower, because money you cannot transfer. There is a lot of restrictions on funds going out. India does not allow foreign.
But we have a lot of groups. We are able to transfer the money. We got the FRCA approval from the NGO in India, and we have, so we're all set up for everything. We just need people to get involved. Yeah.
That's good.
So you can't really get people from here unless they go there for weeks on end.
Yeah, we don't necessarily, there are doctors in, Jodhpur and all these places. But we need we need financial support basically. And then also ideas, maybe people have great ideas for, college scholarships or vocational training, or, also policy lobbying work. I mean, there's so much that can be done. I think even as a global community, this is something that I think can unite us, because there's an ongoing issue that we have to help with.
Also, we need to give them vocational training, what trades they can work in, because they come from the desert area.
Right.
They have been just having, very little organized, trained background. They are like living by land. So they got to be able to mainstream into the workforce. So that lot can be done about it.
Yeah.
They are living in tents.
Okay, Uncle, I have to log off. But
okay, good. Thanks a lot, and good for sharing. And once again, I will say, Ma Sindhi Aya.
Ma Sindhi Aya.
Asi Sindhi Ayu.
Asi Sindhi
Ayu.
Sindhi में ॻाल्हाईंदा सीं.
Sindhi में ॻाल्हाईंदा
सीं.
जय झूलेलाल.
Jai Jhulelal.
Jai Jhulelal. Meherbani uncle. Bye Priya. Bye Kavita.
मां तोखे रक्षा तू मूंखे ईमेल मोकिल जाए त मां तुंहिंजे डॉटर जे लाइ लिंक मोकिलींदोसि for Saturday class.
Actually, uncle, I did send an email. मां अॼु तव्हांखे email
मोकिली है.
send के मोकिली आहे. हाँ.
मोकिली है. ठीक है. चलो.
हाँ.
Okay.
I replied to the link email saying Minji Dhiya Hindi.
ॾाढो सुठो. ऐं ॾिसजांइ YouTube ते वञी हू जो चेटी चंड जो प्रोग्राम तूं ॾिसे प्रिया जेको असां 2 कलाक.
मां ज़रूर ॾिसंदासि.
जय झूलेलाल.
जय झूलेलाल.
Jai Jhulelal. Meherbani uncle. Bye.